was hit by shrapnel at 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. Well, with a freezing weather in central Texas, up in San Antonio, all the way to North Texas, Dallas here, even Houston got a touch of that frozen stuff. The state's once embattled power grid survived the weekend freeze.
Experts say a big reason there were no rolling brownouts this weekend was advances in battery storage technology. UT Austin professor Michael Weber says they closed some of the gaps during a freeze when demand spikes.
Solar tends to die off in the late afternoon or the evening, so there's a gap, and we often use the batteries for that.
He says the weekend's freeze will not be the last, and because of their performance, he expects investment in battery storage technology in Texas to continue.
It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. Consumer sentiment is up in the most recent report. And 2026 has brought in a new health trend.
Gen Z consumers are focused on stomach health, which has led to the fiber maxing trend on TikTok. Data Essential, a food and beverage research firm, found that 52% of consumers were interested in trying fiber maxing, with 42% of shoppers saying food label high fiber is healthier. Meanwhile, Pepsi CEO Ramon Laguarta said on the company's October earnings call that fiber will be the next protein. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
It's 7:09. It's News Talk 710 KURV. Appreciate you joining us on the radio, 710 AM. Discover the online broadcast. Radio Para Mi is the free app. Want to say thank you to Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch. New year, new experience. The team at Martin Farm and Ranch, always helpful. They got what you need at Martin Farm and Ranch. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina is joining us, and we start the morning. It seems like most reporting stations, at least the airports, it's in the upper 20s. Harlingen at 28, Brownsville at 29, the McAllen Airport at 32, Edinburgh at 30. That's north of the city. So tonight, expect as cold, right, Jason? That's about likely in the upper 20s, low 30s.
Yeah, indeed. Upper 20s, low 30, low to mid 30s for us again tonight. So, yeah, it is going to be very cold once again tonight.
Mercifully, no precipitation to worry about, right? Nothing in the forecast for tonight or tomorrow.
Correct.
Okay, good. So north of us, when do they thaw out? Because there were all these reports this weekend, San Antonio up in central Texas, north, snow and ice. So when do they thaw out? Is that tomorrow, Wednesday?
Yeah, San Antonio should get to 50 tomorrow. It's going to be 41 today. Dallas today, only 27. Their record low is 12 tonight. They're going to break that down to 9 degrees. It's going to get up to 40 tomorrow. So 20, big jump tomorrow. But then as by the time Thursday rolls around, it'll get to the low 50s for Dallas. And Houston today, 38, the high. Their record's 19. They're going to get near it tonight, down to 20. It'll be up near 50 tomorrow, then near 60 Wednesday. So temperatures will moderate in the next couple of days.
Okay, so back to us for this week. A temperature range, up and down, up and down. Take us on that roller coaster between now and the end of the week. What happened?
Yeah, low to mid 50s today, mid 60s tomorrow, near 70 Wednesday, Thursday, and then back down to the low and mid 60s on Friday. We've got another big, strong Arctic high pressure building into the north. That's going to cool us back down as we head on into the weekend.
Which means overnight lows will be in freezing tonight for the most part, at freezing or slightly below.
Yeah, and then actually moderates quite a bit. Lows only down near 50 as we head through Tuesday night, Wednesday night.
Look at that. Okay, so just get ready for another cold night. Get the abuelita's coffee or abuelita's hot chocolate ready to go on standby, and some pan dulce. It will keep us warm. And the San Marcos blankets as well. I'll explain to you later the whole San Marcos thing and all the other stuff I just mentioned. I'll tell you off air. I'll
show you the picture I sent him from this morning.
Thank you, by the way. Upstate New York, where Jason is right now. How many inches of snow is that, by the way? Your car almost covered.
I don't know. I'm going to head out in a little bit and throw the ruler down, but definitely more than a foot. I'd say we probably got close to 15 inches or so.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a full-size fire plug at the other picture I sent him down at the end of the street where the snow plowed us in. So
yeah, but
that's probably about waist high right now.
At least your heater's working in Mom's basement, wherever you are right now, right? At least your heater.
Yeah, my basement's cold, but I got my little electric heater going. So
yeah, we'll have to get one of those. Here at K, our heater's not working right now. So yeah, we're enjoying our jackets right now. All right, pal. Well, I'll call you next hour. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on 710 KURV. Stick around. Coming up in about 3-4 minutes, we have former Mayor Ocaña from Mission joining us. a heads up on a rail advocacy effort for South Texas, and that's coming up in just a little bit. So stick around. The Valley's Morning News on 710 KURV. Meantime, state news. A new state committee starts work on developing nutrition guidelines and education requirements.
The Texas Nutrition Advisory Committee was established during last summer's legislative session to examine how nutrition affects health. It would also establish requirements for Texas schools on how to teach nutrition, all the way from kindergarten through med school. The committee's first tasks include developing dietary and nutritional guidelines, plus analyzing the effects of ultra-processed foods on human health. Their guidelines for medical education could be implemented as soon as this fall.
Kristen Yates with that report. A new survey from Survey Monkey. I don't know who decided to name that survey company that, but genius. I never forgot it. Survey Monkey and USA Today found a minority of Americans, 4 in 10, say that pay raises, cost of living adjustments are not keeping up with expenses. The majority, 6 in 10, say, yeah, they're able to keep up at the moment. A new statewide task force on domestic violence begins its work next month.
Francis County District Attorney Jarvis Parsons, a member of the Domestic Violence Homicide Prevention Task Force.
Domestic Violence Homicide Prevention Task Force is where myself and other thought leaders, experts across the state will be getting together to find ways to not just prosecute individuals, but how do we prevent those types of crime?
Parsons says options includes getting awareness to survivors and working with offenders before they reoffend to more serious crimes.
It appears that Governor Greg Abbott and the Muslim group CARE, they're headed back to court, this time over Governor Greg Abbott's recent comments about keeping private schools with a connection to CARE and other connections, for example, any schools with connection to China, keep them out of the school voucher program.
Abbott posted on social media the message that Texas private schools tied to terrorists will not get school choice vouchers. Abbott's referring to any Islamic schools connected to the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE, a group he's designated a foreign terrorist organization. CARE is taking him to court over that designation and is now threatening over the exclusion of any Islamic private schools. It released a statement saying any attempt to penalize schools for learning about their civil rights from an organization Greg Abbott happens to dislike would raise serious First Amendment concerns. In Austin, Chris Fox, News Talk 710 KURV.
Up next on the Valley's Morning News, we'll talk about rail service, passenger rail service, an initiative, an idea, a proposal, and see where we can get funding for that to connect this region, northern Mexico, southern Texas, and even other major points in Texas. That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Start the new year off on a healthier note by taking active liver supplements from New Nordic every day. Available online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com, your local CVS, ShopRite, major groceries, or Wegmans.
They said copies for a penny couldn't be done. We said, watch us. Total Imaging Solutions. We're flipping the script on printing. Whether you're a small business or a big operation, it doesn't matter. If you need a printer or copier, Total Imaging Solutions has the right printer for you. You get the printer for a simple monthly fee and copies, just a penny or less a page. No ink or toner charges. No surprise service fees, just clear, honest pricing. And if your old printer's slowing you down, we'll trade it out and level you up. Whether you print just a couple of copies a day or need the next New York Times press, we can help. Plus, if anything ever breaks, our team will have you up and running in under 4 hours. Easy printing, fast service, real savings. That's the penny or less revolution. Call 956-664-2113 or visit copiesforapenny.com. That's copiesforapenny.com. Total Imaging Solutions, helping your business one penny at a time.
This is Michael Berry, host of The Michael Berry Show, weeknights starting at 6. Thank you, Rio Grande Valley, for listening to News Talk 710 KURV.
Thank you much for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV, your one and only radio station in the Valley for Super Bowl 60. Hope join us for the big game in about 2 weeks. In the studio, as you can join us on 710 KURV, X Live and YouTube Live and Facebook Live. We do that during the 7 o'clock hour. A former mayor of our city of Mission, Mayor Dr. Armando Ocaña. Welcome to the studio, Mayor. Nice and chilly right now. How you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on board. Good morning, Rio Grande Valley.
Mayor Ocaña and a group of other local leaders and folks who know about rail have a gathering that's taking place in a few days, and the public is invited for this conversation, right, Mayor?
Yes, sir. It's open to the public.
Okay. So best you can, Mayor, describe this proposal, this idea. Let's start there, like what the connections might be, and then we can talk about the initiative, the funding for something like that.
Well, first of all, we want to do ground zero. Ground zero right now, we're projecting it, of course, in the city of Mission. And ground zero simply means that is where the north-south corridor and the east-west corridor are going to cross.
Okay.
Are going to cross. Let me talk to you about the north corridor that we're proposing from Mission.
Okay.
For
passenger.
For passenger rail and freight also.
Okay.
And freight also. Right. We're going to do both of them. But our focus right now is passenger because freight's already on board. There's freight being moved on rail already. But
normally 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. in the afternoon in the middle of programming, we hear the rail interrupting programming. So we got plenty of rail.
For freight.
Commercial, for freight.
For commercial freight. Okay. But we're going to focus on passenger rail first, and then move to freight rail later on as we go along.
Okay.
The corridor is going to be very simple. We're starting in Mission, and we're going to run the line all the way to Alice, Texas. And you probably have heard about the Texas Triangle Rail Triangle Corridor.
Okay.
And that Texas Rail Corridor triangle is being worked on from Dallas to Houston, Houston to San Antonio. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to connect to Alice, and there in Alice we're going to Y off. We're going to Y off to Houston and Y off to San Antonio.
Okay,
to San Antonio, Texas. Okay, and that if we do that, then it's going to be named now the Texas Diamond Rail Corridor instead of the Texas Triangle Railroad.
All right.
Rail Corridor. Because now we're going to look like a diamond.
What is the status of that idea? That San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas. Where is that idea right now, as far as conception to reality?
Right now, we are hosting a international rail conference here in Mission, Texas.
Okay.
It's actually our second conference that we're going to host. It is on January 29th and January 30th. It is going to be at Bailly Social Event Center, located at 1620 East Griffin Parkway here in Mission, Texas. It is an international rail conference. We have speakers from France. We have speakers from Canada. We have speakers from Mexico. We have speakers from the United States, specifically California. And of course, we have speakers from Texas, but we also have speakers from the Rio Grande Valley.
Tell me about these folks. I was told by one of the organizers that the individual coming in from France is knowledgeable on passenger rail systems that in other projects they've tried to or successfully put in other places.
Yes.
Even tried here in the U.S. So who's coming as far as France and Canada? All these folks.
His name is Ardeen John Pierre.
Okay.
He is the one that sat before the Queen of England and started the feasibility study and the construction era of the high-speed rail that is currently being used to connect Paris and London.
Okay.
And it goes under the English Channel. He is going to be live here Thursday at 6:30 p.m. He's going to be our ultimate guest speaker for a dinner.
He was one of those individuals involved in that channel.
The tunnel, yes,
connecting England.
Yes, and he has other projects. He has other projects that he's worked for France, for India. He worked for the United States also. He also assisted in Brightline's rail that is being done from California, from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. He's been working with all. He's at the top of the line.
The project in California, I don't think is moving forward, right? Unless it's funded by the private sector.
That's correct. That's correct. Okay. For one reason, our president kind of took the money away from them
that they're
and closed their funding for it. But and we're going to hear some more because one of the lead engineers, Olivia PJ, one of the engineers for Brightline, is going to be here also. He's going to be also. He was trained by our dean John Pierre as he grew up. He took him under his wing and shared his knowledge with him.
Mayor Armando Ocaña, former mayor for our city of Mission, he and other leaders and other folks who are interested in passenger rail service to initiate in Texas, not only just the triangle Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, but take it from the valley up here and then connect to San Antonio, connect to Houston. There's an international rail conference that's taking place Friday and Saturday.
Yes,
right,
no, Thursday and Friday.
Pardon, Thursday and Friday,
Yes.
the 29th and 30th.
We start Thursday at 12 noon.
Thursday, 12 noon, they start at the Bayi Social Event Center on Griffin Parkway. On Friday, they got more speaking engagements and presentations taking place at 8 in the morning.
To 8 to 5:30.
The public is now. Do they have to pay it again, or is it free for the public to come and participate? And
now, for the conference, the 2-day conference is $100.
Okay,
$100, and you can register on our website, rgvrailadvocates.org. You can register there. There's a icon that you register and you pay the $100 there. Or if you want to just attend the dinner and just hear our dean John Pierre on Thursday evening, there's a $50 deal. Obviously, we have to pay for it because it includes dinner, so we have to cover the dinner expenses and so forth. It's not to make money; it's just to expose and bring him in to share his knowledge with us.
I had asked you off air about the funding for this, and that's why I asked about California because yes. Pull the plug on any federal funding for that. There might be politics, maybe animus between the White House and California. Okay, fine. But we have seen these ideas come and go in the past. Is there enough appetite in the private sector or maybe a new funding formula to get the money in there to create this type of service that's not?
We have a private entity called the Triangle Railroad Holding Company.
Okay.
They're out of Irving, Texas. They have brought in a model for funding this project, and basically the model has to do with the science and the research that's around the ground zero and the rail stations. It is indicated from the research that we've read that if you put a rail station within a half a mile radius, 90% of the raw land will be developed. So their model is that they're creating a real estate investment trust model, and what they're doing is they're purchasing a large chunk of land, putting the rail station in the middle, and then developing through the use of the subdivision process, developing all around it, and then taking the profits instead of taking them back to urban, they're going to reinvest it back in miles of track and developing the tracks and purchasing the rolling stocks.
How much are we talking about? Has anybody thrown a number out there that say it's X billion?
Their first project should generate approximately up to $4 billion.
Okay.
So with $4 billion,
with $4 billion, they can set up the nodes, a starting station, develop that area, get revenue from it, and keep going. Develop little funding engines. That's an idea. Is this being done anywhere else in the world? This funding model being done where?
It's being done in Dallas right now, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's a
development of land and a central station and things like that.
Yes,
that's to try to connect to San Antonio and Houston. Is that what they're?
No. That's they connected from Fort Worth to Plano.
Okay.
Plano, Texas.
Okay.
That project from Fort Worth to Plano, Texas.
Do you know if it's up and running with passenger service?
It's up and running already.
Okay.
That's why we chose that model because it's an effective model.
Okay.
And they have already proved they've done all the legwork already. So we're looking at that model.
Former Mayor for Mission, Dr. Armando Ocaña, in the studio here at KURV, inviting folks to participate in the International Rail Conference taking place at the Bayi Social Events Center, Griffin Parkway, Thursday noon to evening. And there's a special speaker we'll repeat here. And then on Friday, of course, all day speakers as well. And the star for the Thursday night event is someone who's very involved, very knowledgeable, has credentials going to the Channel, the connection between France and the UK, developing that passenger rail project. That's Thursday evening at the Bailly Center. And what's his name again?
Yeah, it's Ardeen Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, that's all I remember is the Jean-Pierre because he's French. That's what I remember. Okay. So back to the funding issue. Okay. When I asked you, $4 billion to start here in the Valley, create this node, or to create a line to Alice and then to Houston?
Well, the $4 billion should cover all the way to Houston and Dallas.
Okay.
I mean, not Houston to San Antonio.
To San Antonio.
Yeah, through Alice.
Okay.
Through Alice.
Is there a northern Mexico element to this? An idea to connect to, I don't know, Monterrey or something like that?
As we speak, we've already talked to the city of Monterrey, and we've already talked to the governor of Nuevo León also. We're connecting Monterrey to Mission.
Okay.
To Mission. That's where we're creating the passenger rail, and we already have people in the team from Monterrey, Mexico.
Already. Do you know, Mayor, how fast this train service would be? It's not a bullet train, is it? Or
we're not planning a bullet train. Okay, the bullet train is out of Japan, and we're not planning for a bullet train. We're planning for a high performance speed train.
Okay,
high performance, because what we want to do is we want to establish that an individual from the Rio Grande Valley wants to go to say to Andy Anderson in Houston, or see the Houston Astros, or even see the Houston Texans. Now that they've moved up the ranks. Yeah. And they, that they.
I'm still sore about that. Why would anybody want to go see the Texans? Anyway, I'm sorry. I got you. Go to Houston.
Go to Houston.
Have they said how long that trip might take?
Between 90 minutes to 2 hours.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, because the only stop that we're going to do is Alice. From Mission to Alice.
And still would be 2 hours.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And we'll be competitive with the airlines.
Well, I agree, because the whole airline process is at least 90 minutes. Check in, go to security, get your butt there, and on board and off board. So if you can get on the train through security,
yes,
and make it to Houston in 2 hours, that's still pretty good.
Think about it. If you want to have a doctor, you want to see a doctor at Andy Anderson. You can leave here at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then be at Houston by 8 a.m. in the morning. Do all the treatment, do all the work, and do stuff. And instead of staying overnight and driving the 6 hours the following day, then you can come back at 6:30 in the afternoon and be at 8:30 here in Mission.
I got it.
And you'll be sleeping at your own home.
Very interesting. Let's say everybody buys in and they get the funding and the projects they pop up like you were saying, the North Texas, you got that rail service already. How quickly could something like this be developed? 2 years, 5 years, 10 years?
We're estimating 5 years to be fully operational.
If you get all the funding, let's get the land, the easements, whatever, right away, things like that.
Yes.
Are we talking about new rail, new line?
We have to north up here.
Yeah.
We're actually working together with the Hidalgo County Rail Mobility Authority, the RMA. Okay. Hidalgo County RMA.
For that regional mobility,
has a loop that is going to start in Ansel Duas Bridge and go to Peñitas. And then from Peñitas, it's going to go north close to McCook. And we have the McCook area involved in this project already.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's going to go down east to 281. That already has a right-of-way acquisition for the rail component.
You know where they need a train stop? You mentioned McCook, near the chorizo factory. Stop there, get some chorizo, and come on back. Mayor, I have so many questions, but again, take your questions to former Mayor Ocaña and all the folks participating in the International Rail Conference this coming Thursday at noon and Friday all day at the Bailly Social Event Center on Griffin Parkway in Mission. Is there a website or a phone number you want to give for folks to follow up?
The phone number that we have a website. The website is www.rgvrailadvocates.org, and the phone number.
Yeah, I think the website is probably the most memorable, and you guys can do a rewind on this interview. I'm running a little over on this conversation. rgvrailadvocates.org, rgvrailadvocates.org, and get information on this conference, this International Rail Conference, Thursday and Friday at the Bay Social Event Center here on Griffin Parkway in Mission. Mayor, it's good to see you. Stay warm. All right, you be safe out there. Former Mission Mayor Armando Ocaña. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Your station for Super Bowl 60, 710 KURV on the radio and online. Check of sports up next.
Winter is supposed to be the coziest time of year at home. But your home isn't going to take care of itself. Here are 5 tips from Mighty Mike to help winterize your home. Stop drafts and air leaks with caulking and foam insulation. Lower your thermostat setting. Run your ceiling fans in reverse. Insulate your pipes. And of course, tune up your heating system. Small adjustments can protect your home. And if you need assistance or service, call Mighty Mike at Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and HVAC. Mighty Mike is available 24/7. Call or visit MightyMike.com. That's call MightyMike.com. Mighty Mike to the rescue.
Hey RGV, do you love radio, events, and meeting people? Radio United is looking for brand activation ambassadors for our stations. This is a part-time position, perfect for those who want to have fun while working. If you're bilingual, 21 or older, and have a valid driver's license and legal authorization to work in the U.S., we want you on our team. We offer great benefits and opportunities for growth. Send your resume to Human Resources at RadioUnited.com. Radio United is an equal opportunity employer.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the Cal at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Radio United is hiring. We're looking for an experienced HR and business coordinator to support our growing media markets. This role handles human resources, accounting support, payroll coordination, reporting, reconciliations, and budgets, working closely with our business manager and corporate accounting team. Ideal candidates have 3 years of accounting experience, 2 years at human resources, strong Excel skills, and are bilingual. Media experience is a plus. Send your resume to human resources at RadioUnited.com. Radio United is an equal opportunity employer.
Coming up after the Valley's Morning News, stay tuned for the Sergio Show starting at 9, followed by the Dana Lash Show at 11 on News Talk 710 KURV and on the Radio Potami app.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
I'm Adam C., and this is your TSN Sports Minute. The San Antonio Spurs lost a heartbreaker to the New Orleans Pelicans last night, 104-95. Despite being down 20 midway through the third, the Spurs fought valiantly to come back, opening up the fourth on a 22-5 run to take the lead. However, the offense went cold, going scoreless for 4 minutes. Pelicans took advantage, scoring 13 to put the game out of reach for the Black and Silver. Next up, the Spurs travel to Houston to take on the Rockets this Wednesday. Tip-off is scheduled for 8:30. While the Spurs couldn't win last night, the Dallas Mavericks had their scheduled contest against the Milwaukee Bucks postponed. The winter storm that's rocked a lot of the United States stopped the Mavs from being able to make the trip. It was one of 2 games postponed yesterday, and no rescheduled date has been announced as of now. If the schedule remains the same, the Mavericks will stay in Dallas to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves this Wednesday. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:30. 60's up. I'm Adam C. with your TSN Sports Minute.
Let's start in the AFC Championship. Christian Gonzalez picked off Jarrett Stidham late in the fourth quarter as the Patriots outlast the Broncos 10-7 in snowy Denver to punch their ticket to their 12th Super Bowl. Drake May scored the team's lone touchdown on the ground.
Going to the Super Bowl, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty cool. So just proud of this team. Proud of the defense. We didn't play our best ball in the first half, and the second half came out and just battling the elements, snow and the elements, and it was a gritty win.
In the NFC Championship, Sam Darnold threw for 346 yards, 3 touchdowns to help the Seahawks hold off the Rams 31-27 to reach their first Super Bowl in 11 years. Will face the Patriots, a rematch of Super Bowl 49, February 8th in Santa Clara. That's sports. I'm Ronta Moss.
It's a cold Monday morning across the valley. Temperatures upper 20s. Yeah, the temperature range is 27 to 31 degrees, 32 degrees. So 30 at the Edinburgh Airport, 32 at the McAllen Airport, 28 at the Harlingen Airport. It's 29 at the Brownsville Airport. Your AccuWeather forecast And today's AccuWeather forecast, as presented by Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch and Riveras Machinery. So highs today should be in the 50s. And then lows tonight, similar to what we have now. Upper 20s and low 30s for tonight, going into Tuesday morning. Again, highs today should be around 50. Border Bridge wait times on 710 KURV. Let's see here. It's been slow going this morning, says most school districts delayed their start by 2 hours. Most of them, very, very few districts announced that they were not having school today. Let's see, so no delay. Headed back to McAllen and no delay, hardly anything. Headed back to Brownsville. The Border Bridge traffic real slow at the moment. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Business news and a check of your money up next. Make the call to Culligan, and I know you won't regret it. I love that Culligan water purification system that we have. I know you will love yours as well. It's a peace of mind knowing that you will always have purified, satiating, healthy water, that constant stream coming at you from Culligan. It is only $35 a month. It is an amazing value. Get rid of all those plastic bottles that are all over the place, especially if you got kids, little ones. You know how they are. They'll take a swig or two of them babas, those buzos, like little particles that go inside that water. There goes that plastic, full of water. There goes that. You got to throw that away. Just call Culligan for $35 a month. You got your own stream, your own spout of purified water, your own tank, reliable, and you always have that water. You're never have to be worried about running to the store like silly people are in the Valley. They'll buy all the toilet paper, eggs, and milk, and all the water because it's gonna freeze. We're gonna hit 32 degrees. It's gonna freeze. Got to buy all the water. Okay, well, you know how silly people are. You don't worry about that. You got your own water purification system. Call them today. Get your system at 956-399-1780. Call Culligan.
Tune in to the 956 Drive Home every Thursday afternoon starting at 5:07 for Dr. Rachel Gelman's Vision, a closer look at the health of your eyesight with board-certified and fellowship-trained ophthalmic surgeon Dr. Rachel Gelman on News Talk 710 KURV.
JP and Jeff at Amigo Power Equipment. Waiting for you to stop by and visit. They got some hot coffee ready to go. You can walk the campus at Amigo Power Equipment. Take a look at all the Kubota equipment. The number one selling compact tractor in the nation is Kubota, waiting for you. All the attachments and the extra equipment that you need for punching holes in the ground, putting some fence out there, chopping up stuff, mowing, grading. It's Amigo Power Equipment with great financing on Kubota equipment. 0% financing if you qualify, or you could save up to $3,500 at Amigo Power Equipment on Kubota. Now, all the details, all the legal stuff, the small print, you can read all that at KubotaUSA.com, extended explanation. What I mentioned to you, the 0% financing on Kubota equipment, or the savings of up to $3,500 on Kubota equipment is good now through the end of February. So what you need to do is just go visit with JP and Jeff. They got some hot coffee waiting for you to warm you up. Go walk the campus at Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh for the number one selling Kubota compact tractor.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. CEO Jensen Huang says NVIDIA will become TSMC's largest customer this year. Apple is believed to currently be TSMC's largest customer. The position swap is marking a fundamental shift in the semiconductor industry, reflecting NVIDIA's growing importance amid the AI infrastructure build-out. The automotive industry has been resilient as it has dealt with supply chain disruptions, tariffs, and regulatory changes for EVs over the past 6 years. However, now automakers are entering a new phase of uncertainty as they deal with affordability issues and slowing consumer demand, and as they await trade negotiations with Canada and Mexico. Brazilian plane maker Embraer says it aims to restore annual deliveries to pre-pandemic levels of around 100 units within the next 2 years, and then grow further following a recent boom in orders for its regional jets. Futures are currently mixed. Friday, the Dow Industrials lost 285. That's your money now.
AccuWeather says, yeah, we're going to warm up pretty quick into the low 50s later today now that the sun is out. Thank you, Jesus. But we start the morning real cold at freezing or slightly below. We're at 32. The temperature range is 28 to 32 degrees across the area. At last check, it was the airports. Harlingen was at 28. Brownsville at 29 at last check. McAllen Airport at 32 degrees. Highs today, low 50s. Lows tonight, very similar to what we have right now. Temperature should be in the upper 20s and low 30s. Thank you for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV. We got Fox News coming up in 2 minutes. We are live at Radio Panamí. Download the free app. Listen on your smartphone. Make the call to my friends at the Ryan and Bryan Real Estate Team, where they guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline that you guys agree to. Otherwise, they'll sop up that property of yours. The only reason the Ryan and Bryan Real Estate Team, the reason that they're so good is their marketing push. Their very aggressive marketing and successful approach to making sure that eyeballs and ears know about your property and it sells quick. If you think Ryan and Bryan, I want you to think quick sale. You know, the Ryan and Bryan Real Estate Team, they've got over 600 5-star Google reviews. You know what it takes? People take their precious, valuable time. They sit down in front of their phone or their tablet, and they take the time to say wonderful things about how awesome the Ryan and Bryan Real Estate Team is. Think quick sale, speedy sale when you think the Ryan and Bryan Real Estate Team. The only team I'm calling to sell my home. The Ryan and Bryan Real Estate Team, Pete from the Ryan and Bryan team, just sold Caleb and Shannon's home here in Edinburgh. Speedy sale, speedy sale. Within a week, there were 4 offers. Trust them to sell your home. Guaranteed. Ask them about that. 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbryan.com. That's ryanandbryan.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Bryan. Go to ryanandbryan.com.
Save more with the #1 team in Texas, Bert Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh. Take advantage of amazing savings and drive a new Sierra 1500 for just $125 a month. You heard right, just $125 a month. Plus, that's how you can make no payments for 90 days. We know who's #1. You, our valued customer. Come see Billy Kelly and his amazing team in Edinburgh today. We shop the competition so you don't have to at the #1 team in Texas, Bert Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh. GMC, we are professional grade.
Dale gas. Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
News that affects you and your family.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
Happy Monday. It is January 26, 2026. Cold start to this Monday morning. Temperatures mostly in the low 30s, upper 20s. We get a chance to repeat that tonight, Tuesday night to Monday morning. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz and meteorologist Jason Katerina from AccuWeather. News on 710 KURV. A service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys. Ready to fight for you? Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. 200 million Americans under cold weather alerts. Power outages plague the South. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee on Fox and Friends.
When you have this many hundreds of thousands of people with no power and it's single-digit temperatures outside, obviously it's very dangerous. And our primary focus is life.
Tennessee has the most customers without electricity in the country at over 250,000. That from PowerOutage.us. Well over a foot of snow in Massachusetts.
Please stay off the roads.
Governor Maura Healey, about 17 inches of snow in parts of neighboring Rhode Island.
Here in Dallas, we are sitting in the teens currently, and with the wind chills, it feels like we are in the single digits. We do have those extreme cold warnings in place.
Foxwoods, Bay and Frony, 11.3 inches falling in Baltimore. The snowiest day in the Charm City in just over a decade. America's listening to Fox News.
This morning's traffic jam for school is not going to happen till the 9 o'clock hour. Traffic should be lighter as a result of pretty much all school districts in the area delaying the start of school by about 2 hours. Start of school will be around 10 o'clock for most schools. That means traffic jam and delivery will happen around the 9 o'clock hour. 3 police officers injured in Corpus Christi late last week. This happened on Friday. The police chief in Corpus saying that the 3 police officers were investigating a homicide. They pulled someone over. The individual in the vehicle shot at police. They fired back. 2 of the police officers were shot, a third injured by shrapnel. One of the police officers, a female police officer, was last listed in critical condition. And there's new life for a landmark immigration law passed by state lawmakers about 3 years ago.
The law allows state cops to make immigration arrests. West Texas Sheriff Thaddeus Cleveland says that even though illegal immigration is slowed to a trickle, it is still needed to close the gaps.
It truly takes us all to make that border more safe and secure.
He says that training cops on immigration law is not hard. Judges on the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals signaled in a hearing last week that the immigrant rights groups challenging the law may lack standing.
This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Don't forget, in a couple of weeks, it's the Super Bowl and the play-by-play right here if you're driving around town on that Sunday. The play-by-play will take place right here on 710 KURV, your station for Super Bowl 60. Make a call or text. I'm going to give you the number in just a few seconds. It is for Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, the website chamberlainltd.com. Go to the website chamberlainltd.com. Take a look at the vast menu, all the different services, many times new services, expanded services that are available now to you as a business owner in South Texas. New projects or existing facilities that you have, membrane waterproofing, water blasting, damp proofing, the leak repair, the roof maintenance technology that they have at Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing with 125 plus years of experience. I'm pointing you toward them to get a free expert assessment. They know what to look for and the various properties that you have. Some might be more metal warehouse type of places, other commercial strips. Get them all checked for free by the top experts. This is the way they start relationships with a handshake, sending expert teams out there, and then an expert report, expert eyes on your property, telling you where the weak spots are, might be, what might happen in the near future. You need to know this. And you get this done for free. That's an amazing value. The top experts in commercial roofing telling you what's going on with your roofing system. Cutting edge roof installation, repair, and maintenance technology, advanced waterproofing solutions. Chamberlain Roofing Waterproofing. Call now, 956-655-6178.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that and more. If you're worried about things like low testosterone, Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu.